Well, I think now there's an expectation to be in this competition each year, which is certainly a sign of the growth of the club. I would say from the previous experiences, coming up short of our goal of advancing further in the competition and competing for a trophy. So, biggest takeaway is we've had success in the first round, and in the second round, haven't been able to capitalize on our home performance to better position ourselves for the second leg, where previously we were in Mexico with those home and away. So that's something that we're going to look to, I guess, surpass this year with setting ourselves up in a good way to perform against O&M and then hopefully advance in the competition and understand the importance of some of those previous experiences and not, taking care of business at home.
Evander, last year the last time the club was in this tournament a year ago, you were kind of just joining the team. How are you feeling now heading into this tournament with a full year and a full preseason under your belt?
Yeah, now it's like the different way of joining the competition because now I'm part of the preseason with the team and being part of the group for a longer time. So now we can, of course, we want to go further, as Pat said, and we need to take game by game, and of course we got a very important game against O&M, and we want to take this game as serious as possible to go further in the competition.
Speaking of O&M, Pat, what do you know or expect from O&M tomorrow?
Well, if you just look at the league play, I know results-wise and form, hasn't been kind to them recently. They have games under their belt, which is something that we don't, but you can't have excuses going into these games, these early games as far as our own group. I think structure-wise, they've had consistency. Personnel-wise, over the last two games, there's been some consistency. And a lot of the focus up until yesterday was on our ideas and ways that we want the game to look, and then educating always the players on the opponent and what type of game to expect. And hopefully from what we've seen from their league play and some of those ideas, understanding that the game might look a little bit different based on who they're playing, based on how we want to start the game, how we want our pressure to look, how we want things to look with the ball. So, the guys understand going into every game the importance of knowing your opponent, respecting your opponent, and then having the confidence that we're going to go out and do the job. So, that starts tomorrow in the first leg, but it's always difficult on the road, and we have to have the mentality right to begin. And from there, of course, we have to go out and play and perform.
I will go to the Zoom now, and Laurel Failer. Laurel, you can go ahead.
Thank you. Evander, and talking about those new ideas that Coach Noonan was just describing, how do you feel like things are coming along for the attack and just the connections that you guys were working on this preseason?
I think it's pretty much try to keep the same mentality as last year. You want to win, and we want to play to score goals, and you want to compete the right way. I think now with more time with the team, the connection will get better eventually, and then of course, going into the CONCACAF is gonna be our first official game, but I think we are prepared for that. We've been training for a long period, and we are ready to go out and do a good job.
Is there anything about the environment there in the Dominican that might prove challenging? Are you guys? I don't know if either of you have been to the Dominican. Can either one of you speak to just what you expect as far as like the field conditions and things that you might be facing with the environment?
Yeah, I think it's always there's uncertainty involved in it. I haven't been to this location. from video we've seen, it looks the field looks to be in good shape. But until you get there, you don't know. So this will be a first for pretty much the entire group, and you utilize that limited time to be out on the field before the game to understand the surface, understand the environment, and then go and play. But I say it all the time. I love these challenges, new environments, new opponents, and the uncertainty that you might face. And so, like I said to Carter, we have to go there and focus on our play and not being too wrapped up in things that are different for us. That's part of it, and we need to embrace that and go and enjoy it.
With the depth and availability that we've spoken about this preseason, just having more guys available compared to last year when a lot of guys were either injured or dealing with different things. Does that change the way you can approach this tournament?
Well, it certainly helps having more available bodies. Our focus is on the first game, putting a strong team out there, and going from there. We're not looking past this first leg against O&M. We haven't discussed Atlanta. We know that's our first matchup in regular season play, but that doesn't matter in this moment. We have to have a strong performance and see how we get through that game and make decisions and selections after our game tomorrow.
All right, we can hear you. Good, Laurel?
I mean, I can ask more if I didn't know if anyone else was on there.
Over here, Laurel.
I guess for Evander, because this is a tournament that I know the players really look forward to, the biggest competition. Just what's your feelings going into it this year? Do you feel like this team can, make a little bit of a run, given that you guys have that consistency from so many guys returning from last year and just some of the new ideas you guys are implementing? Do you feel like that puts you guys in a good spot to maybe get a little bit of a run going here?
I think not just me. I think the whole club wants the team to succeed and go further in the competition. I think last year we could have gone. We had a chance to go further. And this year is not going to be different. We want to play to win. We want to play to go as far as possible in the competition and hopefully win a trophy. But this is a thing we need to take game by game. We have a very strong opponent coming first, and then we need to deal with that first and then think about the rest after that game.